Hey everybody, welcome back. It's patch 722. This time we're going to be playing some AD Titanic Jax. Not full AD, not squishy AD, but one step below that. So we're going to be a little bit tanky from Titanic Hydra, so it'll help us survive in team fights, but we'll still have moderate burst damage. So with Jax, level 1, let's just start with bot lane for the better leash. Use your E to try to block 2 autos for the extra damage. And as always, when you're attacking the wolves, remember to kill the small ones first if you only have single target damage. That way you can save yourself more health. Same thing with blue buff, you can try to block 2 autos for the extra E damage. And then we're just going to kite blue backwards to move towards our next destination sooner and also to avoid some of the damage from blue buff. I was planning to invade the enemy jungle, but there's the enemy jungler right there. So let's start with E, and then if I flashes away, then we can use Q or flash to follow it up. Try to move between every attack to stay in range, and finish her off with a quick auto attack reset before she could flash. Let's just grab the scuttle and then try for a gank in mid lane. So I'm staying out of vision, and then when I see Galio land the hard CC on Victor, I go for the flash Q. Then we get the enemy mid lane flash. So we trade flashes. That is fine with me. It helps my mid laner. So now let's just keep farming the jungle because all the enemies are under their towers, so we can't really gank anybody right now. I saw the enemy jungler using the Scryer's Bloom, so I pinged that on the map, head over there, and there's the enemy jungler in the bush. Doesn't know we're here. Sneak in behind her. Start with E first, and then if she jumps away, then Q. But she's just gonna flash over the wall. I don't have a ward to follow her, so that's that. But we got her flash now also. Let's quickly grab this scuttle crab as well. And the enemy bard is walking straight over our scuttle vision, so I'm gonna sneak into this bush, give him a little surprise. After the E, activate W for the auto attack reset, and then Q for even more burst damage. Pretty good amount of money. It's going to be the Tiamat basic boots, and then let's wait for one more longsword. So now that we got our Tiamat, let's go back out to the Krugs, farm very fast. Take these out. Then let's just work our way up through the jungle. Raptors were already dead. Take wolves. And I got to cover top lane because my top laner recalled. So let's just grab all this free farm up here. It's a huge wave for the early game. It's going to give me a lot of help. So much experience from all that. That's our level 6. Let's just take this last camp in here, the Gromp. Check for wards and grab the scuttle. Check for more wards over here. Looks good, so let's just steal these raptors. Keep farming everything. Steal the enemy red buff. There's the enemy jungler. Sorry, Vi. A little bit too slow. Enemy Vi is taking Krugs. Took a few of the Krugs, but now all my abilities are on cooldown. So let's just run away. I don't want to get caught by the enemy Lissandra. And here comes a Lissandra. So I'm going to pop ult, just be safe, and ward jump over the wall to safety. And now the Galio comes in, and I'm looking to jump back in when I see an opportunity. So activate E, flash Q on top of the squishy Vi, and we finish her off. Then I'm just going to grab a little bit of farm up here, help my top laner push. And we actually just get another free kill handed to us right there. So, good start to the game. And let's just grab all these minions too. And that is going to be enough money to finish the warrior. That's our biggest power spike. 60 attack damage, not very much money. It's also going to be enough money to grab swiftness boots and a control ward. So now that we got our big power spike, now is the time to be aggressive and go for a kill or two. Our teamo gets caught. Looks like the enemies are going to go for dragon, but then it looks like they ran away. So let's just try this dragon ourselves. But the enemy jungler comes back to try to fight us. I don't know how that would possibly work, but we get another kill on the jungler. Now that's going to be an easy dragon. We don't have to worry about getting outsmited now. I don't know what the enemies are trying to do here, but we're just going to be able to smite this. At least these people are a lot better than in last video on the PBE. So my teammates are still chasing the enemies, and I'm just going to run down and grab all this farm. Always look for opportunities to grab farm. You have to be greedy to get ahead, and if you're playing solo queue, for example, you have to have faith in yourself more than your teammates to carry the game, because if you're in silver, for example, on average, all the people in your game are going to be silver players. So if you want to be a gold player, you have to think of yourself as a gold player, realize that it's more important for you to have the money than your teammates, But then the bottom line is you have to know what to do with the money. So before this blue buff spawns, I'm going to try to gank top lane because this Lissandra is so pushed. So I'm waiting for the Lissandra to use her claw. So she's holding on to it for a long time. She starts with flash and then claw, but still we just jump on top of her, stun her, and we burst her down before she can jump away. Grab this blue buff. Take this big wave of minions from mid lane because my mid laner went back to base. And now look at bot lane. My bot lane's not here, so I'm going to go grab all that farm. Then Krugs. Now look at this. I'm at 138 CS. I have as much farm as my mid and top lane combined. So let's grab our Titanic Hydra and 1 Ruby Crystal. I haven't decided if I'm building armor or magic resist first, but the Ruby Crystal can be used for either one. So next recall, I will make that decision. Let's take this control ward, drop it in Rift Herald Pit, and solo this real quick. And the enemies are kind of gripping up in mid lane, so let's run over there and see if we can get a kill. Stunned by Bard immediately, and he stopped my autos. Might have been able to actually burst him down if I got a double auto attack reset with a W and Titanic Hydra. The 3 autos quickly to get that ultimate proc. Nice play, Bard. Let's just grab this 3rd dragon. And look at all those minions in bot lane once again. We're at 18 minutes, 180 CS. Let's recall. Look at the scoreboard. The enemies are mostly magic damage. Bard, Lissandra, Victor. So let's grab a Spectre's Cowl and 1 more Ruby Crystal for the Spirit Visage. Run up to top lane, take some minions. Take these Krugs because they're nearby. Move down towards Raptors. You can kind of run a lap around the entire map if you want to just farm for a while. You can run a circle around the entire map, killing everything. Let's try to get that squishy Ezreal first. And now, I'm not going to be able to get anybody else. So let's just go back to the jungle, grab our red buff. And my Rift Herald's about to expire, so let's just move down towards bot lane, activate this real quick. And I pinged the top and mid towers, so my teammates would hopefully go up there to push, so the enemies would have to split up. But that was a little bit disappointing that I didn't get a free tower in mid lane. Let's just recall, pick up our Spirit Visage, and a Negatron Cloak for even more magic resist. And let's run back out to join our team for another team fight. Try to burst down the Vi first, jump in, double auto attack reset with a W and Titanic Hydra. Then I'm running away, and then I'm thinking about turning on these guys. That squishy Victor is just out of range. Change of plans, try to run away, but the Bard and Ezreal are still chasing me, so I decided to jump on the Bard instead of the Ezreal, because Ezreal is going to jump away. So we got that Bard, triple auto attack combo, and just move down towards bot lane, try to push this one now. We can just get even further ahead by pushing and pushing and pushing. Enemies are trying to take out this dragon, so I'm just going to jump over the wall and smite it when it's low. My smite's a lot bigger than Vi's. Burst down the Ezreal. And then we're chasing Victor. I get stunned by the Bard over the wall, and then the Lissandra jumps in. So this fight was crazy. I got my E stun on Lissandra. She fails flash. Look at this Bard ult, saves my life. And then Vi ult on top of me. So many ultimates. And then activate E, stun Vi, jump over the wall just in time, and we survived. Now that's going to be enough money to finish the Zizirot portal, so let's grab that. It's going to make our split pushing even better. Enemy Lissandra's over here fighting my ADC. Let's jump on this Lissandra. Lissandra jumps away with Claw. We follow it up with the Q. That's Lissandra's ult, and we finish her off. So running back to bot lane, trying to push it once again. Drop our Zizirot. Galio comes to help me. That's going to be an easy tower. Bard throws his ult. All the enemies show up, so let's run away. Go back to farming. Grab some minions from mid lane. Wolves, Gromp, and Recall. So we're just going to grab a Giant's Belt. I could either build that into Warmogs if I don't really want armor, or I can just get Randuins. Even though the enemies don't have very much physical damage, armor is still important against things like towers. Now I'm staying near my teammates, and I'm still just farming the whole time, but I'm staying nearby, so if a fight happens, I can jump in. Enemies are chasing my Teemo, so let's try to jump in and see if we can catch somebody. Jump on the squishy Ezreal. It's going to be hard to get these ranged mages, though. We're pushing them back. I just dove into tower, dropped my Zizirot portal. So I was trying to just focus down the tower quickly. But I'm going to have to run away. So while I was recalling, my Zezerot portal actually finished off the tower. Nice, we got tower gold for that. And then I decided to jump back in. It was probably a bad idea, I should have just recalled. But still, these guys, they got juked so hard and we survived. Ward jumps are key. This is why I play Tracker's Knife on Jax. Fire Drake's alive, that's going to be Dragon number 4. Guys, I'm level 18, so let's just grab our Randuins. Let's actually sell our Swiftness boots to get a little bit tankier, get some Merc Treads. And let's just go back to doing what we do best, pushing a lane. Our Galio's getting caught out. But I'm going to activate E, jump in, get a double stun. But I flashed straight into that Bard ult. That was unfortunate. But looks like we're going to make it out alive. Can't say the same for my ADC though. So now I'm looking at top lane, and these guys are pushing top lane pretty hard. So I'm just trying to keep these guys here as long as possible. Trying to run back at them, make them chase me. And then kill these minions. And I had a feeling somebody was recalling in this bush, so I just decided to jump into the bush, and sure enough, there he was. Can't quite keep up to him, have no cooldowns, but let's just wait for our cooldowns to be back up, activate E. When my E ends, he's like, oh, I'm safe now, he comes back, and then he dies. Elder Dragon's about to spawn, and since we have so many dragons, that's real important. Enemies don't seem to realize, and my teammates are going over towards Baron, so after this, I'm going to run over there. So we'll have both Elder Dragon and Baron buff. And guys, that is going to be about the end of this gameplay. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you have any questions about Jax, please leave a comment. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And I will see you guys again next time.